Hey folks, I got a update here. Finally got the motor torn down. The exception of a couple little bolts like this, but got everything else torn down. And this motor looks way better than this one did. It's gotten rusty sitting here, but back when it was still had oil on it and it wasn't rusty, it's like for example, when I took the lifters out of this one, a lot of them kind of mushroomed up, so it took a lot to get out. This one, like one or two of them did, but I mean, I just took a magnet and put on there, and they all popped right out. The cylinder walls looked great. Up underneath it was clean. I mean, it was very oily. Every bolt that I took out was saturated in oil, but wasn't a whole lot of wear. So I've done a little bit better job of marking them this time. Had some help from my brother and both my parents, but yeah, I mean, the rings are shot on them, but it's got almost 200,000 miles and it's 35 years old. So, but I mean, not as much carbon buildup as the other one did. So like I said, I'm keeping better track of everything. I've got these little sandwich bags. I've got labeling. So trying to make it a little easier on myself. The crank looks good. I'm probably going to reuse it. Had this automatic hooked up to it. I took that off. That's got the what do you call it? The ZF5 or whatever it is, the 5-speed Mazda aluminum case transmission. The heads look alright. I like to put some aluminum heads with a little bigger valves, but if money's an issue when I get to that point, I can't always reuse these. They look really good, and I wouldn't have to really adjust anything. Let's see, the bolts for the front cover and the water pump, a lot of them look pretty rough shape, so I have to get some new ones. Let's see, but yeah, I feel a lot better about this one, even with almost 200,000. The motor that's in this truck has got almost the same amount of miles on it, but this one was it didn't leak oil, but it was rusty. And this one, I guess it did leak oil because it was coated plenty. So I mean, not that much. What am I talking about? This one didn't have any rust on it. It's got the I guess that's the oil sending. No wait, I can't remember what you call that part, but yeah, that's we knocked the freeze plugs out. That part gave us most of the trouble. So now I'm trying to find a machine shop that'll take this thing and clean the water jacket passageways, get all the crud off of it. I'll get some flat top pistons. These are pretty deep cut. I mean, I guess it helps for pulling power and everything, but that's the next step. So, and it's not too expensive from what I hear. One thing, I don't know if any of you have seen this before. I posted this on the Brick Nose Ford 87 and 91 page, and I was taking this motor down and see if I can get the sunlight on, and got this hole right here that's just like broken casting. It's pretty rough looking to me, and I mean, it's got to be a hole there because these are oil drains, and they're machine cut or drill bit cut. They're not botched up looking. But this is, I think, is a drain to go to the distributor so that the shaft and that gear get oil on them. But it's pretty rough. And you can see on that side, it's just bad. And people are saying, "Oh yeah, that's normal." I was like, that can't be normal. But I was looking at this one. Yeah, look at this. It's just a regular machine hole. And there's no broken casting from what I can see. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't understand. I mean, I think either something happened to it when they were first building it back in '89. That's 89, that's 88. But I've never seen anything like that before. And when I get that motor done and go to put it in that truck, I'm gonna take that motor out because it's no good anyway. I'm gonna tear it apart and see what the inside looks like, see if it's the same thing. But I'm very happy to get it down this far. See, I cleaned them. It's probably hard to see, but it looks in great shape. It's not gouged to cut or anything. They're just nice and slick and shiny. And like I said, I was glad to see that the lifters that hadn't mushroomed out, just put a magnet on it and they pop right out. And had my brother and my mom helping me manhandle this thing. Chain's got a little, you know, it was kind of like this here, a little bit of play. So of course I'll get a new one. Cam looks alright. It's got a little wear on it, but if I absolutely had to reuse it, I think I'd be alright with it. So that's where I'm at now. And if anybody needs a automatic 3-speed with overdrive, I'm assuming, I don't have the case for it, but hit me up. So this is the next step. So one after this will be getting into a machine shop. Had a little trouble getting this off. Somebody apparently didn't hand tight it like it's supposed to be. Put a wrench on it, I'm assuming. Either that or it's been on there an awfully long time. But yeah, I never do that. I spin it on there till the seal touches it. Give it about 3/4 of a turn by hand. That's it. Ain't never had any problems. So I appreciate y'all keeping up with it. Hopefully it won't take me too long to get this one going, because I'm dying to get my truck back going. So stay tuned. I'll show it again once I get it back from the machine shop.